Welcome back to Hell in a Cell, and it is Fatal 4-Way time. And the first participant to make his way to the ring is none other than the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, who returned to the WWE and defeated Sheamus to qualify for this matchup tonight. And let's not forget, this is a fatal 4-way elimination match. There will be only one survivor, and that survivor will be the #1 contender for the Undisputed Championship, and will go on to Survivor Series to visit Suplex City and the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. The second participant of the Fatal 4-Way match, the Viper, Randy Orton. And of course, to qualify, he qualified with a devastating RKO to the leader of the Balor Club, the former Universal Champion. And if Randy Orton hits that RKO tonight against any of his 3 opponents, they will suffer the same fate as Finn Balor. They will be counted out for the 3. Quite possibly the most dangerous maneuver in this match this evening, the RKO, which can be hit out of nowhere from the Apex Predator. So Randy Orton, coiled and ready to strike in his attempt to become the #1 contender. For the Samoan submission machine, tonight is an opportunity to hedge his bets. Already Mr. Money in the Bank. If Samoa Joe wins tonight, he could double up. Samoa Joe qualified for this match when he choked out with the Coquina Clutch Bray Wyatt with a little help from AJ Styles, who we just saw moments ago being put out by that freak, Lars Sullivan. I'm sure we have not heard or seen the last of this rivalry between Bray Wyatt, Lars Sullivan, and the phenomenal AJ Styles. And I can confirm that AJ Styles has been taken to a medical facility. Oh dear God. And the final participant of this elimination fatal 4-way match, the man who didn't have a qualifying match, hand-picked for this match by General Manager and COO of the WWE, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. The monster among men, Braun Strowman. Strowman, the hired help for the WWE against the New World Order. And in exchange, he gets to participate in this match. Almost a buy, if you will. So we are all set. Here we go. And Samoa Joe quickly bails out. Smart move by Joe if you think about it, but Jeff Hardy wants to get the action started. But Jeff Hardy should really look behind him because, oh God, Braun Strowman is always ready to let someone get them hands. And Strowman takes up and down Jeff Hardy. And here comes the Viper. Hardy rolls to the outside. And Samoa Joe just watching the action at the moment, as it is Braun Strowman and Randy Orton kicking things off. Smart move by Samoa Joe, just taking his time, working things out as these two exchange. Jeff Hardy on the outside of the ring after Braun Strowman took him out. And now the shoulder to the midsection repeated by Braun Strowman. And these three might be wise to work together to get rid of the monster among men. Braun Strowman with an uppercut. And then a clothesline and Samoa Joe. Well, Braun Strowman roars at Samoa Joe, and well, Samoa Joe is going to come and get some. Here we go. Come on, Joe. Oh. Randy Orton, uppercut. We'll have to wait for that one. Joe and Braun, not going to happen just yet. And Jeff Hardy getting some payback on the monster among men as the action spills to the outside in this fatal four-way. We've got Randy Orton and Samoa Joe going at it. And on the other side of the ring, Jeff Hardy and Braun Strowman. And Randy Orton dumps Samoa Joe across the barricade. And Samoa Joe replies by forcing Randy Orton away. The freshest man of them all is Samoa Joe. He bailed out. He took his time. And I'd say that's smart. Smart thinking from Mr. Money in the Bank, who still has that briefcase to cash in. Snap suplex by the Viper. And on the other side, right in front of me, we have got Jeff Hardy and Braun Strowman. And Strowman just... his face bounced off the Spanish announce table. Where are those guys? Seriously. They've missed out on a lot. And at the moment, they're missing Braun Strowman choking the life out of Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy put down to the concrete floor by the monster among men. Certainly is getting these hands. And as I said, it would be wise for the other participants to try and separate and pick off Braun Strowman. Work together to take out the monster among men, the biggest man in this match and quite possibly the most dangerous. As Jeff Hardy snaps the leg, that's a good move. Work on those tree trunk legs of Strowman. We saw Finn Balor do that in the past when they had their rivalry. Jeff Hardy with a shot only stuns Braun Strowman but begins to unload, and Jeff Hardy getting some success here, but Braun Strowman powers back and takes down the charismatic enigma. Welcome back to the WWE, Jeff Hardy. And Strowman picks him up. I thought for a moment he was going to go for that running power slam, but instead drives the knee. 1, 2, and Jeff Hardy gets the shoulder up, but you can see the damage that is being done by the monster among men, and there will be no saves here. Fatal four-way elimination, different to the triple threat. Only one man will survive and will be the survivor going on to Survivor Series to face the Beast. And Samoa Joe trying to take out Randy Orton indefinitely, drives him into the barricade back first. Meanwhile, we join the action back in the ring. Braun Strowman and Jeff Hardy. Clubbing shot by Strowman right across the back. And Strowman brings Hardy to his feet, sends him to the corner. Jeff Hardy's going to have to use that speed, that quickness, take things to the extreme maybe to stop Braun Strowman. Drop kick, rocks the monster among men. Braun Strowman coming forward, quick Jeff, no, gets caught by Braun Strowman. Big boot, and to the outside goes Jeff. Oh, that could have done some serious damage, but as Braun Strowman turns around, look who awaits him. The Samoan submission machine. Here we go. These two behemoths going at it. And it's Strowman trying to force the attack, but Samoa Joe stands strong and double chop. Trying to take the ears off Strowman, and Strowman fights back. Uppercut by Braun. Samoa Joe sent off the ropes, and Samoa Joe checks Braun Strowman and says, I'm not afraid of you, you can get my hands. Knife edge chop, and Strowman been rocked. Oh, and Samoa Joe puts the monster down. And if anyone in this match can stand an exchange with Braun Strowman, it is Samoa Joe, and he's dishing it out right now. Joe might be looking for that coquina clutch to choke the life out of Strowman, but Strowman was wise to it. Strowman saw it coming and got out the way and drives down Samoa Joe face first into the mat. And Strowman was trying to keep the pressure on Joe, but Joe escaped. And Samoa Joe, reversal by Braun Strowman. Neither man getting the upper hand at the moment, just knocking lumps out of each other. And it's Braun Strowman who delivers the killer blow. 360 over the top rope goes these two monsters. And they crash to the outside, and Jeff Hardy, oh! Good God Almighty! Jeff Hardy taking it to the extreme. Oh, and then a DDT by the Viper, but wait just a second. Oh dear God, Samoa Joe! It is chaos in this fatal four-way match. Bodies everywhere. Samoa Joe hit the ring and then hit Randy Orton. Randy Orton in trouble. Samoa Joe picks him up. Suplex takedown. What a dive by Joe. Unbelievable stuff to become the #1 contender for the Undisputed Championship. European uppercut by Samoa Joe. And Joe bounces off the ropes. And a running senton. All that weight across the chest. And oh no, Joe. I thought we were going to have a flashback of Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss, but Joe calls up Randy Orton and a double axe handle right to the back of the Viper. Back of the neck. And on the outside, Jeff Hardy, Braun Strowman. As Samoa Joe cranks up the pressure on the Viper. So far, all four still in this match. No eliminations thus far. But Joe forcing the pin. 1, 2. And Randy Orton just gets that shoulder up, and Joe irate with the referee's count, but seemed pretty good to me. But quickly Joe follows up with the knee, and now Samoa Joe again heads up, and oh my goodness, taking the breath away from the Viper, trying to extract the venom. But Randy Orton still in this, and the crowd here in Detroit trying to get behind, rally for Randy Orton. It seems to have done the trick. Randy Orton bouncing back. Orton with the knee. methodical, slow pace of Randy Orton, a veteran of the ring, but Samoa Joe powers his way back into this. A jab, a reply from Randy Orton, and Randy Orton takes up Joe. Look at the strength from Randy Orton being shown here, turning back the years. Randy Orton a pin. 1, 2, and Joe this time kicks out at 2. Close, but no cigar for both participants. And still on the outside, Strowman and Hardy. Knee to the side of the face with Samoa Joe, who still has that Money in the Bank. Don't forget it. As Randy Orton snaps the leg, trying to work on the leg now, but Samoa Joe, wise to that, forces off the Viper. The power of Samoa Joe, undeniable, but a reversal. Randy Orton not allowing Samoa Joe to utilize that strength. And Randy Orton forces back Samoa Joe into the corner. Shoots him off. Here comes the Viper, clothesline, takes Joe down to the mat. And Randy Orton is gaining that momentum now. Oh, but the Viper then gets caught and has his leg swept away by Samoa Joe. Oh, look at that, what a combination. Samoa Joe putting the lefts and the rights together. Deadly combination by Joe. It brings the momentum back in the favour of Samoa Joe, but Jeff Hardy is perched up there, crossbody pin. 1, 2. Oh, very close, and that is the unpredictability of Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy using that speed, that quickness, that high-flying maneuvers that only he can pull off. And Jeff Hardy now goes at it with Samoa Joe. Randy Orton having rolled to the outside. Strowman down on the outside. And with Braun Strowman down, it gives one of these three an opportunity to put one of the others away. A kick by Jeff Hardy. An elbow by Jeff Hardy. Charismatic as ever, elbow to the back of the neck of Samoa Joe. Jeff Hardy goes to pick up Joe, but Joe powers out again. Samoa Joe has been very dominant. I expected Braun Strowman to command the ring, but it hasn't been that way. The in-ring general, after a poised start, has been Samoa Joe. He has controlled the ring since he decided, and that's a key point, he decided to get in there. Took his time, weighed up the situation, then entered the ring. Didn't go all guns blazing like Strowman did. The uncontrollable aspect of Braun Strowman. Sometimes a bit naive, but don't tell him I said that. Do not do that. Okay? As Jeff Hardy fights back, Jeff Hardy, whisper in the wind, could have him. 1, 2. Oh, kick out by Joe, and Jeff Hardy now questioning the ref. And somehow, these four men have to preserve their energy. There's a long way to go yet. It's an elimination match. It is a marathon, not a sprint. And Samoa Joe knows it. Takes down Jeff Hardy. And now Samoa Joe showing the strength with a power bomb. He drove Jeff Hardy right down on the back of his neck. And now, going through the arsenal is Samoa Joe. Straight jacket. 1, 2. Hardy kicks out. But it's getting tough. And Braun Strowman makes things even tougher. Here comes the monster. Strowman is back, and Strowman is back with a vengeance and just dumps Samoa Joe on the outside, and Jeff Hardy doesn't know what's coming. Don't turn around, Jeff. Don't do it, because that is Braun Strowman sidewalk slam. Oh, come on, Braun. Oh! Walking over the competition, Braun Strowman, and then again, a very arrogant approach by the man who didn't even have a qualifying match, handpicked by the authority, handpicked by Triple H. The game earlier this evening, victorious over the New World Order. The services of Braun Strowman not necessary to be called upon, but it was made clear the intention of Braun Strowman was to protect the WWE from the threat of the NWO, and that fear seems to have kept them away as Jeff Hardy gets dumped on the outside. Coquina clutch! Coquina clutch by Samoa Joe, and this could be a shocker. Braun Strowman being choked, choking the life out of Strowman, but Braun Strowman breaks the hold. Not many can do that. Braun Strowman, oh my goodness, running power slam. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, defense into offense, Braun Strowman eliminates Samoa Joe, and this is how he got it done. Take a look at this. Breaks the Coquina clutch, picks up Joe like he weighs nothing, and then running power slam. Samoa Joe, the first man to be eliminated, but he still holds that Money in the Bank briefcase. But Braun Strowman making a statement right there. And as I said, I believe that Joe was the most dominant. That dominance can now go to the monster among men, and Randy Orton is going to take up the challenge to try and take out Braun Strowman. Jeff Hardy on the outside, and again, I will say it, these two need to work together. Teamwork needs to be applied. Put your differences aside to take out the monster among men. It seems the only way. But then again, Randy Orton, the master of the RKO. If he hits that RKO out of nowhere, it could be lights out for Braun Strowman. In fact, it will be lights out. It's a rarity to see that sort of kick out from an RKO. And the Viper, gets dumped down on a spine buster. Unable to strike at the moment. Braun Strowman nullifying the offense of Randy Orton, and Orton is hurt. Headbutt from Strowman, who just doesn't care. Prides himself on inflicting damage. Takes up Randy Orton again and dumps him on his back, and Jeff Hardy may need to help Randy Orton, or Jeff Hardy can wait it out. But then he would be left with the monster all on his own, and I fear for Jeff Hardy if that happens. As Strowman takes up Orton, has a look around. Here is Jeff. Oh my God. Oh dear God. Oh good God Almighty. Unbelievable. Braun Strowman with the power. Jeff Hardy Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Oh, Randy Orton just got the shoulder up in the nick of time, but what a move by Jeff Hardy. Almost used Braun Strowman as a springboard. Strowman catching Hardy in mid-air and then, I don't know what you call it, but a suplex powerbomb, if you will. Whatever it was incredible, and the monster among men is now on the outside as the Viper, Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy contest. Kick to the back of the leg by Randy Orton. Jeff Hardy now taken up. What's Orton looking for here? Vintage Randy Orton snapping the back across Orton's back. Randy Orton with a stiff shot to Jeff Hardy. Samoa Joe, the first man to be eliminated in this fatal 4-way elimination match. Mr. Money in the Bank won't hedge his bets tonight. European uppercut by Randy Orton. Rattles Jeff Hardy and then dumps Hardy over the top rope. Hangs him out to dry. But Jeff Hardy fights back. And all the time, the monster among men is on the outside. Oh, Randy Orton. Pinfall. Could have him. Oh, very close. But Hardy kicks out at 2. And Orton follows up with the elbow to the back of the head. Randy Orton. Orton beginning to feel it. The Viper. I thought he was going to coil up and be ready to strike. But now, clothesline after clothesline, and then a power slam. And Orton gaining momentum. Snaps Jeff Hardy with the Hangman's DDT. 1, 2, and Hardy having to hold on. Jeff Hardy's got to find a way to get back in this match, but it could be over. Randy Orton, no RKO, no RKO. Jeff Hardy, reverse twist of fate. Oh, but Braun is back. Braun, oh God, look at this. Oh my God, he pulled him over the top rope by his ears. Goodness me, but in doing so, Orton with the DDT and crumples Braun Strowman. And now do it. The crowd want it. I want it. RKO! 1, 2, 3. Oh! No. Can you believe it? Braun Strowman just kicked out of the RKO, and now we are seeing that twisted side of the Viper. He's thinking about it. Yes, Randy Orton is gonna punt this one home. Orton, oh my God, running power slam. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Orton had everything in control, and then this. Catching Randy Orton, running power slam, and the Viper is eliminated. And now we are down to 2. Jeff Hardy and Braun Strowman, and Jeff Hardy is in a world of pain. He just got picked up by his ears and dumped over the top rope. And now he's left with the monster among men. And Strowman carrying around Jeff Hardy like he weighs nothing. And Strowman now in complete control. And you got a feeling that he will be able to pick Jeff Hardy apart right now. Strowman just taking in the moment before he takes the head of Jeff Hardy. And Hardy taken up. Look at that. One arm. One, two. Jeff Hardy. There is no quit in Jeff Hardy. He will not give up. However, Braun Strowman may just put down Jeff Hardy and not give him a choice. As Strowman again unloads on Jeff, elbow to the face, and Jeff Hardy goes to the knee. Jeff Hardy went to the knee, the tree trunk legs of Braun Strowman and all. That's gonna leave a mark for sure, and the drop kick right to the mush. Basement drop kick by Jeff Hardy. And Hardy, Jeff Hardy went for the twist of fate, but the monster among men powered his way out, and Strowman then crushes Jeff Hardy in the corner. And oh no, drives Jeff Hardy face first into the mat. And I think the inevitable is upon us. Strowman, here we go. Running power slam. It's over. 1, 2. Oh my God. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are back. The new world order. And a jackknife powerbomb to Braun Strowman. Oh dear God. And now, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, swan-ton bomb. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Hardy wins the fatal 4-way. I am in absolute shock. Braun Strowman had it won, and then the NWO returned. Jackknife powerbomb to the hired gun of the Authority. And then Jeff Hardy capitalized. Swan-ton bomb for the 1, 2, 3. Jeff Hardy is the #1 contender for the Undisputed Championship, and he will face the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, at Survivor Series.